Hi guys, welcome to the final episode. There is still a bonus episode to come on how to level up your video calls. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you about environment. Now, in the last episode, if you watch episode 4 on microphones and cameras, it was left on a bit of a cliffhanger by Rob saying environment. And everybody was like, what are you talking about, environment? The environment is what's around you on your video calls. Well, that's what I've nicknamed it as environment. It's probably something else. And it's one of my favourite aspects of any video calls, or video production for that fact, because it's a bit like doing some interior designing. You're setting the stage for your caller, but mainly it's what's behind you. Now, as you can see on this environment, I have a Mac Pro, I have the laptop set up, I have the LED lighting, I have other little things which builds a picture. So if you were to watch this video with no sound, you could either A, think I've got something to do with Apple, clearly, or something to do with computers, because I haven't got a camera in shot. So you want to build the environment, so when somebody comes onto the call or on a network call, they could instantly know what you do. Now, this is very difficult. And 80% of the calls I've been on, both networking, potential customers or suppliers, 80% of them will have a plain background. Now, generally this is down to certain circumstances, mainly the world we're in at the moment, but it's better to have a plain wall behind you than to have something really messy like cupboards open, or so. I was on a call with a potential customer who was filming in their bedroom, had sheets all scruffed, cupboards, drawers open. It didn't paint a great picture for me personally, my confidence in that person. So, today's episode, I'm going to give you 3 top tips to level up your environment and mainly your background. And quite often, your environment and your background is an afterthought. You're like rushing around, quickly get on it, boom. Let's take some time and have a think about it. So, tip 1. I've already said it in the introduction. Make sure your background is not distracting. You are the center of the attention, center of focus of the video call. You want to make sure that whoever's on a call to you is focused on what you are saying, and not what's going on behind you. Quite often we all do it. We get on that video call, we have a little round, especially in the early days when we're all getting onto it, and we have a look, see if we can spot anything, see if there's anything out of place, something funny. We've all seen those funny things on TV, especially one with the news presenter with his children coming in the background. So make sure what's behind you is not distracting, but relevant to you and your business. Tip 2, a very big thing make sure it's tidy. You wouldn't turn up on a real networking event or turn up at a client meeting untidy. Your shirt's not been ironed or your hair's not been done. You want to paint the best picture you can on your video call. So make sure things are tidy. It don't have to be spotless, and I don't mean by dust or polish, because the camera will not pick this up, especially on laptops. So just make sure that it's nice and tidy, things are arranged in a certain way so that it's pleasing to the eye. This helps a lot with not distracting from you personally on the call. Tip 3, if you can't do anything about your environment or your background, clear things away, make sure there's not clutter around you, and stick the virtual background on. Now, this is an amazing solution, and I was amazed when I started doing video calls that this even existed. So you've got the virtual background, especially on Zoom calls, which you don't need a green screen, and it works out. These aren't bad, but still make sure they're not distracting. Make sure whatever you stick up on your virtual background says something about you and your business. I've seen some backgrounds where there's things going on, swirly stuff, and I'm like, that's just distracting me. I'm just wondering, why did you choose that background? A good friend of mine, he uses a virtual background to display his latest work. He's a graphic designer, and on every call, he presents a slideshow. He ducks out the way, but it works, and he has his logo in the corner. It's all branded. So virtual background is an amazing solution for it. And if you can push that budget slightly higher, invest in the green screen. Because many times when somebody's using their virtual background, especially if they want to show something on camera, let's say you're doing a product pitch, and I show you something like, let's take the spot and I'll show you this. This will get hidden on a virtual background, but not on a green screen. So for as little as £30, you can invest in a green screen. If you really want to go high end, you can have a pull-up screen behind you, which works absolutely perfect. On that note, I will leave all our gear recommendations on this post or on the YouTube channel, wherever you're watching this, to our recommendations for virtual backgrounds. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this useful. And if you've got any questions about the environment, about staging, no matter how silly they are, I'm here, or Rob's here, to answer those. And please join us for our final episode, bonus episode. It'll be myself again, and I'm going to talk to you about camera confidence on your video calls. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you soon.